And good morning, Rajah Scholars and Champions. This is Mr. Lawson, Wednesday morning, June the 3rd, with what's happening today. First, I want to say again, as I do each and every day, thank you for spreading Rajah pride, Rajah positivity, respect, integrity, determination, and excellence. I want to share with you something that our county superintendent, Dr. White, shared across the county, and I think it sums up exactly how I feel as well in the current circumstances with what's happening across our country. We as Indio High School Rajahs believe in the integrity of all people and that we all belong and we are all one family. Her statement was, in the darkness, we will be the light. In the divisiveness, we will unite. In strife, we will be peace. In the silence, we will speak up. In the hate, we will love. In the hurt, we will comfort each other. In the ignorance, we will teach. And in our intervening, we will triumph. Wise words that I think says it all. Stay together, support one another. We are a family. A few reminders. I shared this last week from Ms. Douglas and from our counselors, and I want to just remind you again, during this time when schools are closed, right now, so many people, not just students, adults too, everyone is feeling so much stress and really having some hard times with this isolation. And we don't want anyone to feel badly, and we don't want depression to increase. So we have some tips for you. The first one, and of course, as you can see, I'm having a lot of fun learning how to use Bitmojis. Some of our students that are in broadcast have been helping me learn how to do this a little better. So I've been having a little fun. So I just had to soup up the slides just a little bit. So number one, prioritize your good sleep hygiene. Develop a relaxing bedtime ritual with a mindful moment, some deep breaths, stretching, not cell phones, because that light will just keep you awake longer. Go to bed and wake up around the same time every day and avoid excessive caffeine. And expose yourself in the morning to bright sunlight first thing, because that will perk you up. Second tip, maintain a regular routine. When things feel unpredictable and a little bit out of control, your body produces an abundance of a stress hormone called adrenaline and cortisol. So over time, a chronic surge can heighten the risk of depression, heart disease, obesity. Oh, I don't want to hear that one. However, sticking to a typical schedule can help you feel more in control and in reign of those hormonal fluctuations. And then the third one is amp up your physical activity. Exercise can help you reduce stress. So spend 20 to 30 minutes out in nature to help you lower those cortisol levels. And walking every morning is really helping me with that. Then our fourth one, if our slide will move, reframe your self-talk. Be nice to yourself. Stressors can trigger negative thoughts. So to reverse the effects, try taking 4 to 5 deep breaths and reframing those thoughts to feel less catastrophic. So an example, I'm feeling really anxious around what's going on around me. So I'm going to take as many precautions as I can to keep my family safe. This too shall pass. So reframe the way you're thinking. Fifth one, avoid emotional isolation. Interact with other people. If we can't be together with a lot of our friends because of the social distancing and all, well, then use a phone call, a video chat, a text message, FaceTime. Those can ease the symptoms of stress and help you cope. Reach out to your next door neighbor or an elderly friend and offer to prepare a meal, pick up a prescription, walk their dog. Those things can help you feel more in control. Just like what Daisy did last week when she went to Mrs. Furr, our technology coach, and after her surgery and said, here, I'll bring in your mail and your packages. So things like that will make you feel a lot more positive and optimistic. And last but not least, and this is the hardest one for me, avoid stress eating. When digging into a pint of ice cream, my favorite Ben & Jerry's, or another treat that's high in fat, or high in sugar, those may temporarily distract you from stress, and indulging in those will not stomp out the source. So if you're dealing with some complicated emotions, instead of being hungry, call a friend, go for a walk, or do some other non-eating activity that will help you feel better than the pint-sized, sugar-laden pick-me-up called ice cream. As much as I want it, I know it's not the right thing. Thank you, Ms. Douglas, for sharing those tips. Today, the virtual athletic summit continues. thank you to Riverside County Office of Education. So today, the opportunities for you are these three. Bill Gunn, who is the athletic director at Centennial High School, is one of the speakers today. Tamika Smith-Jones at UC Riverside, the athletic director at the university. And then Jay Switaker, who is one of the players for the Arizona Cardinals. So go online, get inspired. They'll talk about how to keep your competitive edge and try to keep you perked up during this time when we're not able to get together for practices and our games. So I want to encourage you to sign up and be a part of the virtual summit. Don't forget, tomorrow, sophomores, it's your day to come and return all your textbooks, and we'll have all out there. We'll have the PE locker room stuff for you to pick up as well. So, excuse me, don't forget, tomorrow, sophomores, letters A through G are at 8 o'clock, H through P at 9 o'clock, Q through Z at 10 o'clock. So you can check in all those materials. Seniors and juniors, if you didn't make your day before on your designated day, you can come tomorrow while the sophomores are here. Also, don't forget, you can still buy your yearbook. If you haven't done so, we have a couple boxes left. Not a whole lot, but we still have a few. They're $75. You can get them at the end of the front lane. When you turn in your textbooks, there will be a canopy and a tent, and Miss Rodriguez has the yearbooks there. You can get one for $75. They really look good. I want to share with you. You will really like it. Our theme this year was the Rise of the Rajah, like Rise of Skywalker. Well, this year, Rise of the Rajah, it's a terrific book. I was really proud of what a great job they did. You don't want to miss out to have your souvenir of this year. And now for some senior news. I don't have any more senior spotlights because nobody's turned one in. However, I do want to say thank you to our community for the community salute to the class of 2020. And I just want to share with you a few of the images of all the different ways that this hasn't happened before. And because of this unprecedented time and the school closure, look at all the groups in our community that have stepped up and done some wonderful things to support all of the class of 2020, to give you shout outs and to make sure that they knew how special you were. The one I don't have on here yet is I have to add Circle K for that beautiful banner. Thank you to Miss Perry at our district office who put this together and sent it to me for all the things that were done for all of the high schools in the district. She sent this out, but I have a couple of Indio High School things to share. We want to say thank you to Miss Jenny and Miss Samantha for that lovely banner at Circle K and for the sponsorships they had last Friday. And I want to say thank you again because they're letting us bring the banner here. Mr. Atkins picked it up last night, and we will have it posted on our fence when you come for the virtual drive-through for your diplomas. So thank you again. And don't forget, for graduation, aside from the virtual broadcast, which the virtual broadcast will be at 4 o'clock on Wednesday the 10th. Then at 7:30, we'll invite you. I sent in English and Spanish the directions for everything you need to know for that evening. One family-sized vehicle per graduate, with the graduate in the car with your cap and gown on, ready to come through the line. And as you come through, we will hand you your diploma and the cover so you can put them together. And when it's your turn to cross the stage, you'll open that up so that we can have the photo moment for you. So we can have your name called and you come across the stage just like you would if you were on the field. But instead of just the diploma cover, we're actually going to give you your diploma so you can have that in the picture. And today, our salute is to the Jesus Loves You Club. These gentlemen were here hosting the table when we had Club Rush, and so I want to give our shout out to the Jesus Loves You Club and tell you about it for next year if you would like to join. It's another one of our clubs. It is an on-campus club, and they meet at lunch every week. It's student-led, and they encourage students to stand in their faith. And they meet every week in Miss Gagnon's room at lunch for a Bible study. Sometimes they have a service project and various club events. But every week they have a student-led time where they have time for a prayer, time for some music and worship, Bible study, and then they usually have a guest speaker. This is all student-led, and they have some wonderful food and social time together and a weekly visit. And they would like to encourage you to be a part of next year's group. And now for a joke of the day for them. Where in the Bible is the first tennis match mentioned? When Joseph served on the Pharaoh's court. Cheesy joke, I know. Good job, fellas. Thank you for that joke, for sharing that one with me. And I invite you next year to be a part of that particular club. And our final thoughts for the day. And again, of course, another Disney thought since it's my favorite. Someone shared this one with me, and it says, when life gets you down, do you want to know what you got to do? Just keep swimming. Don't give up. Don't stop. Just keep going. Push through. What does that mean? Rajah determination. It means we have grit and determination and perseverance to keep going. We don't give up. So I want to encourage you to do that. With that, I hope you have a happy Wednesday. Thank you for tuning in today, and we'll see you all tomorrow on the Thursday broadcast.